What's up, everybody? It's Hyperion Curse here. It's time for another My Twitch Journey video, late night edition, actually. It's about 9:15 where I live. I typically try to get these out in the afternoon after my Sunday streams, but things have been so busy with wedding planning. I actually didn't stream today because of it, so I wanted to get this video out before I go to bed in like an hour or so because I'm old and, you know, that type of thing. So thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up on the channel here, subscribe to our channel, share the video with somebody who you think would like it as well. You can also follow me twitch.tv/Hyperion Curse and Hyperion Curse at Twitter and Facebook for all the latest ongoings and updates in my life as well as the Twitch channel. So jumping right into it here, we talked about our explosion of followers last week. Absolutely nothing compared to this week. Last week we were a little above 100 followers, which I thought was a huge deal on the channel, and it rightfully was, right? I mean, up to that point we were around 50 or so. We're at 189 now. We're almost at 200 followers, guys. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is absolutely insane. The explosion of followers has been really exciting to see on the channel. One of our streams last week, we got 60 plus followers during that stream. We'll break that down a little bit when we get into our Twitch stats, but just to give you an idea of how far we've come, last week we were above 100, just above 100. The week before that we were just above 50. Now we're almost at 200. Lots and lots of milestones being crossed from a follower standpoint, as well as a viewership perspective, which we will get into very shortly here when we break down our Twitch stats. But look at this as well. C on Social Blade. Every week, pretty much, except for maybe the first or second week, we were at a C minus. Now we're at a C. So Social Blade thinks we're doing something right, and I'm not going to argue with Social Blade. So this is exciting to see on the channel as well. You know, seeing the progress, seeing the growth on the channel, and seeing it reflected on, you know, in metrics that are measuring our channel health is really exciting to see, and it's definitely momentum to keep us going forward. So lots and lots of followers last week, guys. I mean, holy crap! Like it was absolutely insane for followers last week. So if we get into our last 30 days and we take a look at followers, 153 new followers in the past 30 days. Last week that mark was 80 or so, I want to say. So what stands out here? Like, try to spot something that stands out here in the last 30 days. You know, we're kind of around, you know, single digits here for a while. We got up to 8 on Sunday, July 23rd, 11, 9, 20, which was really exciting last week. We're at 20, but look at this day, 63 new followers in one single day of streaming. And to boot, we had 10 people watching with a max of 15. 63 followers, you guys. Holy crap. I mean, and it just started right out the gate. Like, this was a nuts day for the channel. So that was really exciting to see. It appears that the channel is continuing to reap the benefits of the Twitch onboarding process for the mobile application. So who am I to argue with followers, guys? Followers are great. Doesn't always necessarily translate into viewers, but more followers is better, because, you know, it gives you a better chance of being reached by more people, and potentially bringing in more viewers in your stream. I try not to harp on followers that much. I try not to harp on followers that much, but it is something fun to look at when you get those follower alerts going off and popping off one after another like we had last week. It was really fun to watch. It was really exciting for the community to witness as well. So past 30 days, from a viewership perspective, we're doing even better. Last week we were at 5. This week we're at 6. Again, the 153 new followers. Max average viewers is 10, which I don't think is too much of a change if I'm not mistaken from last week. And then we are looking really solid, with the exception of Sunday, July 16th, and then Saturday, July 22nd. Other than that, I mean, we are doing really well, especially as of late. The past 2 weeks for the channel has been absolutely crazy from a viewership perspective. So going back to Wednesday, July 26th, we were at 7, 9 at 1.7, down to 3 on Saturday, which again, we moved Saturday over to Friday, which is a move that's paying off, which I will break down in a little bit as well. Sunday, July 30th at 6. And then this is where we really stepped it up. July 31st, 10. August 1st, 10. Back down to 6 on August 2nd, but back up to 9 on August 3rd. And if we click on that, that says 10 as well. And then if we go back, we're ending it with 7 on Friday, which was our last stream because, again, I didn't stream today because of wedding plans and personal life stuff that came up. So this past week from a viewership perspective has been the strongest week on the channel by far, with an average viewership of 9 and a max average viewership of 10. And that tells me something here. When your average viewers and your max viewers are really close together, that tells me that regular people are coming in every single day to the channel. It's not like, you know, we have 6 regulars and then we get 15 at one point and then go back down to 6, right? Our average is 9 and our max is 10. So I believe, at least in the early going, I would argue that if those numbers are close together, that is indicative of a regular viewership, right? Because if you get, you know, if you're like I said, if you're averaging 3 or something like this, and then your max is like 8, you know, it just means that you're having spikes in viewership and then going back down right away. But we're having spikes in viewership and we're staying there. 6, 10, 10, 6, 9, which again, if you click on that, is 10. So I'm not sure if Twitch is ever going to fix that, but we won't complain too much about it. And then Friday, August 4th was at 7, but if we click that, we're on 8 as well. So very solid from a viewership perspective last week. It appears, at least in the early going, that moving Saturday over the Friday has paid off, because look, we had Saturday at 1. Our first Friday stream, we were at 7. That was before we moved to Saturday, but that was before we moved Saturday over to Friday. So we had our last 2 Saturdays, we were at 1 and 3 respectively. Friday last week, the week before last rather, we were at 7, and then just this past Friday we were also at 7. So it appears, at least in the early going here, moving Saturday over to Friday has paid off. I'm very happy with the results of that move so far, and that's one of the key things to doing these videos, is if you break down your stats every week, you look at where your areas of weakness are for your channel, you can make adjustments to them, you can boost your numbers, boost your viewership, and boost your community. So I'm really happy with the move so far. And you know, that's one of the major benefits of doing the videos like this, is identifying those areas of weakness so you can rectify them, and then, you know, have a healthier channel. So chat interaction has been my focus from day one, and it's been solid pretty much since day one. So last week, not much change actually in chat interaction. Last week we're still pretty solid. Last week we were around 4,500 as well. This week we're at 4,500 as well. So really solid chat interaction here. 31st was a pretty slow day, but then we jumped up to 800 on the first, almost 700 on the second. Third was a little bit of a slow day, and then 1336 and 1109. And 1109 was the Friday stream we had, and that was our IRL stream, which I pretty much just talked to the chat the entire time. So interesting enough, that's actually less than our last gameplay day, which was on Thursday. So again, these numbers are a little bit skewed because of the way Nightbot converts the dates and time zones, but you know, numbers don't lie. It just depends on when those numbers happen from this perspective here. So it tracks the messages, and we're sitting at 4579, and 4579 is a really healthy number for the channel. And then our top chatters up here, we got a lot of new faces up here actually since the last time we looked at this. Man Pizza, Hey I'm Little Man, Ruben Morrow, Jay Walters just jumped in the stream like 4 days ago, and he's already sent 270 messages. So, you know, and then we have some regulars up here as well. Latte's always been there, Eternal's there, Optimus is a new name, Amol is a new name. So, you know, lots of new faces, a great mix of new faces plus the regulars over there, keeping our numbers healthy, keeping our community active, interested in what's going on, and participating. And again, chat interaction is the #1 thing you should focus on as a streamer if you want to build a community. There's so many benefits to chat interaction, right? A conversation's going on between people in the chat, they're going to be, the people that are there already are more likely to stay. That's the first benefit. Second benefit, if there's a bunch of, you know, if there's a conversation going on in chat and a new person comes in, they're going to be more willing to participate in that conversation and stay as well. So two benefits, two major benefits to focusing on chat interaction. That's what we focused on since day one. The numbers have proven that that has been a successful strategy, so there's no reason to deviate from that strategy anytime soon. So we're going to continue focusing on chat interaction going forward, and I think it's going to continue to produce the results that we've been accustomed to up to this point for the Twitch channel. This one was a little bit longer, guys, but I do apologize for getting this out late. And I really, really appreciate you hanging out and watching. So big milestones for the channel. By this time next week, I fully expect to be over 200 followers, maybe even at 250. Well, who knows, the way things have been going and all the followers we've been getting, really exciting to see. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching the video today. I really appreciate it. I apologize once again for it being late, but I do thank you for watching. If you did like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up here on the channel. Subscribe to our channel. Share it with somebody who you think would like the video as well. You can also follow me, twitch.tv/HyperionCurse. We would love for you to be a part of our community. We have a lot of cool people, new faces showing up every single day. We're growing. We have a Discord up as well for people to hang out off stream. So really exciting stuff there. So, and you could also follow me at Hyperion Curse. The voice crack there. You can follow me at Hyperion Curse on Twitter and Facebook as well for all the latest ongoings for me personally, as well as the channel. So with that said, everybody have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next week on my Twitch journey, and everybody have a good night. Take care. We'll see you next time.